Alright, so right now Mastrop and I are giving away the ultimate smartphone bundle. You can win the Audio-Technica ATH M50s, a portable smartphone battery, a portable Bluetooth speaker, and a custom D-brand phone skin of your choice. You can find all the rules in the description, but to win all you need to do is leave a comment on this video and make a Mastrop account. Mastrop is an online group buy site where the users will vote on a product, Mastrop will host a group buy of that product, and the more people that buy it, the cheaper and cheaper you get it for. So go do it, because the prizes are great and the website is awesome. Time to hate on the iPhone. No, but really, this video is about reasons you shouldn't buy the iPhone 6, reasons I don't like it. If you're on the fence on whether you're going to get it or not, this video should help you out, and it might tip you over onto the not buy side of things, but that's kind of the point. That's why you're watching this video. But don't get me wrong, the iPhone is a great phone. I've really enjoyed using it, and I'm gonna have a fair and balanced review that's coming out in a couple of weeks. I'll put a lot more work into that, but this video is just nitpicking all the flaws and the things that I don't actually like about this device. Reason number one is the price. This is kind of cheating. The reason you might not want to buy it is because it's expensive. If you're looking at it off contract, the very cheapest model you can get is $650. And for what you're getting, that's not necessarily worth it. Now, if you're buying it on contract, like I know most of you will be, you don't really need to worry about this. But if you're buying it off contract, that $650 might be better spent elsewhere. Reason number two, the protruding camera. There are so many things wrong with this camera. The biggest one is probably that it doesn't even lay flat on a table or a hard surface. If you place it on a surface, it won't be perfectly flat. So if you're typing on or playing a game, it will wobble a little bit, make a little bit of noise, and that's very annoying to deal with from a company like Apple that's supposed to be good at the little things. Also, the camera is extremely susceptible to damage. If you drop it on the back, that camera is the first thing that's going to get hurt. I actually proved that in my drop test. I dropped it on the back, and the camera cracked. So yeah, no. I would have preferred a slightly thicker iPhone with a flush camera, because then, you know, maybe we'd also get a bigger battery or something. I'm just saying. Reason number three is lack of front protection. I'm kind of staying on the topic of being susceptible to damage. Now, the front has the new curved, seamless design where the glass kind of reaches around the edge onto the sides. And don't get me wrong, it is great to hold in the hands. It makes it a really smooth experience, I guess, physically holding it. But it's just asking to get shattered. Since the glass extends ever so slightly onto the side of the phone to give it that seamless curved experience, more drops that hit the side of the phone will damage this screen, unlike other phones where the sides sort of act like a protective layer or feature for the front. So you basically need a case, right? And cases are gonna make your phone a little bit more bulky, right? So I'm really glad that Apple made the decision to have a protruding camera in order to make it a few millimeters thinner. That's sarcasm. Reason number four is the front-facing camera. It's pretty simple. If you take a lot of selfies, you might want to look elsewhere. The front-facing camera is only a 1.2 megapixel camera, and if you're taking a lot of selfies and you need a quality picture, this is not it. This comes out grainy and just off and not that good quality. I mean, it's fine for me because all I do is Snapchat with that camera, but for people that take their front-facing picture selfies seriously, there are better options out there. And reason number five is the antennas. I do not like the look of them, especially on this gold model where the white antennas pop out against the gold phone. I mean, it is a personal opinion. You might like it, but I do not like it. And the antennas are really prone to scratching, like I showed in my scratch test. It really got scuffed up quickly. So I really feel like they should have just kept it a solid color on the top and bottom and done like a gold white color like they did with the iPhone 5S, because that looked so much better. I really don't like the look of this. Maybe even keep the antennas there and just white out the whole top and bottom so they don't stand out. I don't know. I just don't like the look of it. Reason number six is the bezels. Now, this has always been the case, but the iPhones have a large forehead and a large chin, and I really just don't like that. This is only a 4.7-inch screen, and Apple could take advantage of that and make a even smaller body but same screen size phone, so it's even more manageable. But instead they have these huge bezels on the top and bottom, and I get that, like maybe they need the home button in there, but Apple is the company that basically pioneered the modern day smartphone, so I'm pretty sure they'd be able to figure this one out. Reason number seven is lack of customizability. Now, before you comment, do not comment. I'm not trying to start a flame war. This is not iOS versus Android. This is just saying that iOS is not very customizable. If you're looking for a customizable experience, let me introduce you to Android. But a lot of people aren't. Most people, the average consumer, is looking for a simple and self-explanatory experience, which iOS offers. iOS is extremely easy to navigate, the settings, everything just makes sense. So ask yourself, do you want something customizable? Do you want to personalize your phone to your needs? you might not want to buy an iPhone. Go with an Android phone, maybe the OnePlus One. Do you just want a simple phone that makes sense, it will work when you use it, and you don't really have to do too much tinkering? The iPhone is a good choice, but I wish it was a little bit more customizable. If you want the best of both worlds, sorry, that doesn't exist yet. Reason number 8 is burst selfies. Now let me explain myself, because inherently that's not a bad feature, it's just an added on feature. But Apple's new idea of innovation is taking 10 selfies in a second. And as I said, that's not a bad feature, but the fact that they just bragged about it and put it all over the website, I'm taking 10 selfies in a second, it just kind of bothers me how Apple was founded on like the basis of real innovation and making better things for less money, and now they're making 10 selfies in a second and claiming that's innovation. Really, it's not a big deal, it just bothers me a little bit. Well, that's it. Apple fanboys probably hate me now. Android fanboys probably love me now. And if you're not a fanboy, you probably still kind of like me because you're watching my video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more. Leave a like if you enjoyed. My dog's barking. Thank you for watching, and stay classy.